Hi, everyone. Thank you for being with us today on KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we do begin this noon hour with breaking news. A major crash in Spokane Valley is causing a traffic backup, and it's all happening near 16th and 8th along Dishman-Micah. That's where we find KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez tracking the very latest.
Yeah, Laura, like you mentioned, it's a Dishman-Micah road right between 8th and 16th, and both sides of the road going both north and south are completely closed down right now. Cars are being diverted into other directions. I'll give you a look at exactly why. You can see this box van right behind me completely on its side here. It was a two-car crash between that box van and another car driving southbound. You can see the officers behind it now doing their investigations. There is one person that was transported to the hospital with minor injuries. And then the two people in the car were transported to the hospital with potentially life-threatening injuries. The police department was able to tell us that the sheriff's office is taking over this investigation at this point. They do not know exactly what caused this crash, but they do say they know that high speeds were involved. We'll make sure to keep you updated as we get any new information, and you can check krem.com for updates on when this road will open back up. Live in Spokane Valley, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Nicole, appreciate the update. Again, happening along Dishman-Micah, and we'll keep you updated, especially on the conditions of the folks involved. All right, a federal grand jury returned an indictment yesterday afternoon charging the suspect with arson in the St. Charles Parish fire that happened in North Spokane. Now, if convicted, 23-year-old Rio Mirabal could face 5 to 20 years in prison. He does remain in the Spokane County Jail on a $350,000 bond. The fire happened back in March, and it caused extensive damage to the administrative offices of the church on North Alberta Street and damage to the school that's attached as well. And a 5-year-old little girl who suffered multiple stab wounds in an attack that left her mother dead. We are told that little girl is now off life support, according to her grandmother. It was posted in Facebook from her uncle, saying Lily is smiling, laughing, and FaceTiming with her family. She has been hospitalized for nearly a month after the attack at her mother Cassie's home in North Spokane. Cassie was found dead from multiple stab wounds back on April 11th. Now, we are intentionally not sharing last names to try and protect the child's privacy. The suspect in the attack had been in a relationship with Cassie, and that suspect is currently in custody awaiting trial. His bond was set at $1.5 million. Also, Governor Inslee is expected to take action today on the Fair Start for Kids Act. It will require the state to expand access to early learning and child care programs. The bill action is set to happen at 10:30 this morning. It was set to happen in Olympia during a Child Care Provider Awareness Day celebration. All right. So many headlines about the COVID-19 vaccine. We're taking a look at 3 things you need to know this afternoon. First, more studies show that Pfizer and Moderna's vaccines are indeed effective against variants of coronavirus. Research published this week in the New England Journal of Medicine shows that the Pfizer vaccine is extremely effective against both the South African and British variants. And Moderna says early results from its booster shot trial shows it creates antibodies for the South African and Brazilian strain as well. Taking a look at number 2, 208 inmates at the Monroe prison mistakenly received Moderna vaccines that had expired. Happened back on April 30th. Prison staff says Moderna told them the vaccine is still effective, and the prison says it is taking steps now to keep this from happening again. Then taking a look at number 3, Eastern Washington University will not require COVID vaccinations for the fall semester. In a letter to staff and students, EWU said, quote, "The decision to get vaccinated is not one that we can make for you," unquote, and that there are plenty of good reasons why someone may choose not to get vaccinated. A number of colleges in the state have announced that they are requiring the vaccine for all students and staff, and that includes WSU and UW. 12:04 right now. Let's head outside, take a beautiful shot overlooking Riverfront Park. You can see the flag flying, a little bit of wind out there. It's a little bit cooler than it was yesterday, certainly around the inland Northwest. But now the question is, what can we expect for our weekend? Hi, Jeremy Lagoo, standing outside in the Outdoor Weather Center. What do you got?
Ooh, Laura, I've got all sorts of good news. You know, it comes with a little bit of everything. Now, yesterday, it was hot, no doubt about it. We hit 83 degrees, our first time in the 80s in 2021. And it happened a little bit earlier, about 10-ish days ahead of schedule for our first 80-degree day. But boy, have things cooled down today. Very typical for a springtime warm day. You get a nice cold day right thereafter. Right now we're at 55 degrees and we're not going to squeeze much more out of the day across the inland northwest. It's 55 here in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and up in Sandpoint as well. 62 in Moses Lake. You're going to be a little bit warmer today, but here's how this one plays out. We're seeing some clearing now, but clouds are starting to slowly build back in. You saw some of those fair weather cumulus, and those are going to quickly turn to not so fair weather cumulus as we wind up getting a round of isolated and scattered showers later on this afternoon. I think we all wind up seeing more cloud cover. A few of us wind up seeing a little bit heavier precipitation as this band of moisture moves through. All in all, it's cooler today and a bit breezy. That wind is going to stay strong throughout the day as temperatures top out in the upper 50s this afternoon before those clouds build in and take over.
All right, on your mark, set, go. Okay, guys, what I want you to do is you get the diaper and then you set the animal up, and I'm going to talk about the diaper drive.
So slippery.
Done.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I want video replay.
Oh man, that did not work.
It's like muscle memory. It's just ingrained into my brain here.
All right, we have played this video over and over per Mark's request. He competed last night, smoked us, both Whitney and myself, just embarrassing, quite frankly. Mark Hanrahan, the king of the diaper change. We had what was supposed to be a little friendly competition last night, not so much friendly. It turned pretty competitive, and he won. He scooped us, it's all I can say. He is the fastest diaper changer here at Creme 2. It was all in good fun and in honor of the Creme Cares diaper drive, which, by the way, this Sunday is the last day of the diaper drive, so we need folks to donate if they can. $10 buys a week's worth of diapers and wipes. And you can see our text line right now is open, 509-448-2000. Just text us the word diaper. We'll send you a link. All right. More and more runners are completing their Bloomsday Worldwide Race, and we love it. Take a look.
Just gotta watch out for the potholes.
We caught up with a Bloomie who is getting ready to race in her wheelchair. And that's right, compete in Bloomsday.